Hello, welcome to my vlog. I'm gonna log you to. Alright, so you guys know that this is all new Himalaya 452 Sherpa engine, Royal Enfield manufacturer, strong build, goes like a wind, Himalaya 452. I mean, amazing. I have named him as Hercules because of the build, because of the power, because of stability, the endurance level. Let's talk about more into it, more deep into it. I'm gonna share this review after I rode 4,000 kilometers. All right, and this 4,000 kilometers, I mean, my experience was awesome, amazing. I would say Royal Enfield have never built any bike like such. This is the best bike for Royal Enfield. Now, I got this bike. I got some little bit upgrades. I'm gonna talk about it. Let's start from the beginning, from the start. Okay. So I got this grill. This is from Royal Enfield, original grill, all right. Then I got this windscreen just to protect. It's an extended adventure windscreen. That is again from Royal Enfield aftermarket. I got this Blockbusters. This is actual complete safety, immovable. I have used it for next 4,000 kilometers. I installed it on initial day, and still it is robust. It's great. It's a knuckle guard, I would say. Yeah, quite firm knuckle guard. Then apart from that, I got this holder for my phone. This is from Bobo, you can say. Bobo. You got Now there's something good that I found here in Royal Enfield is they started this machine. They give this machine with a pre-installed USB cable, and that is the reason it made me mandatory for keeping my phone over here so that I can keep it on charge. We don't need a phone over here because we have a TFT screen. I would have a different video altogether for the TFT screen. It's quite big, huge, lengthy, and really exciting. I mean, that's very good news because the TFT screen gives you a lot of control, a lot of information that you need while riding. Coming back to the next aftermarket thing that I've had it here, I found this to be very useful. This is a pro taper that helps us to shift gears, which will not harm my shoes. You can see my shoes here. I have got the burns, but once I've got this done, it's actually saving me my foot, my shoes. Right? But it depends on how you ride, what's your scale. Now I've also added this aftermarket, and this is a footrest for the pillion driver. Then I got this Mad Over Bikes saddle stay. I've got an extended. So if you see from down, I do have the original one, and on the top of that I have this the second one, and this is the third one. The second one I have is for the backrest, and this third one is for the saddle, not the saddle but the top box. All right. I mean it's weighing like around 500-600 grams each plate. They got this magnificent tail light which also act as a brake light, so it's 2-in-1. All right, I will show it to you right away. So this is a hazard light blinking, so in the same way the yellow light beeps when I take a left or right indicator, and when I apply a brakes then it goes as red. Right, so when you apply brakes it becomes more brighter and more red. I've also extended the handle. I would like to show it to you guys. You see this portion? This has been extended for my handle. This portion has been extended so that I have a firm sitting position, and while riding I should have my handle right in my hands, quite handy to handle it properly. Apart from this, the aftermarket that I have is I also got this UHG fog lamps. It got a harness in it if you want to see the function of it. So I got this light. Right. Second I have white one. Third I have is yellow, amber and white, and then bright white. It also have flickering, first flickering, and this is second flickering. quite a complete mixture of beauty with a beast, and this made me to keep the name as Hercules, with a tall windshield and a long length, with robust tires. Alright, I got 12 disc brake, which one is the ABS brake, and the other one that we have is a switchable brake. So if you want to apply for, if you are going through the terrains or mountains, you can switch it on, but I'll tell you how it works. You can see at my screen now, we have a manual button here. When you press and hold it for 10 seconds, 5 seconds I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it has turned into a digital meter. Now in this digital meter you can see we got a joystick here. That's the yellow button, no, not the yellow, next to the horn. This is the button. You press it on the left and then down. You can see the function, right? So what all it shows you is, first thing that comes here is a trip 1. Trip 1, the maximum speed that I have driven is 123. The average I'm getting is 26. I'm not a fuel efficient person because I don't drive on a long route. I'm gonna go on a ride. I'm not yet on a ride. I have done only city rides till now for 4,000 kilometers, and that's the 26 average what I'm getting in the city. I again do not care about fuel efficient. I drive faster. I drive swiftly. That's the reason I have that average. This is the trip 2 that we have. Then we have fuel range that is 85 kilometer. We can drive still because we have that much fuel in it. Make sure that if you're riding this bike, you do not drive it less than 60 kilometers. You need to have minimum of 60 to 70 kilometer petrol fuel tank in your fuel tank. Then we have the fuel consumption. This is basically an average. When you drive, you can drive at a speed where you're getting the best average for a longer duration. This will enhance your efficiency for the fuel as well. The voltage talks about the battery level that we have. As of now, my battery is 10.5 volts charge, and that's a minimum 10.5 and maximum is 14, so it's approximately 12 to 13 or 13.5 volts, you can say. Then we also have a service due. So service due is in the next 1600 kilometers. So that's basically what I see here. I also told you last time that we are also coming up with the beer, Himalayan beer, Royal Enfield beer. So I have that bike ready in Thane, not here in the place where I'm staying at the moment. But then what we can do here is, once I visit the Thane, I'll give you a call back at that particular time. I will also show you the Royal shotgun that I have with my cousin, and we can together make the review of it, right? And yeah, a little bit more about the display. Service due. Then apart from service due, the engine temperature is 60 degrees because I've not rode it since morning. So we also have a coolant over here. You can see here. How can I show you guys? You can see here. You see the radiator there? Down? Yeah, the coolant is stored over here. Here we have the coolant. If you remove this, you have a coolant bag here. And we also have, so this is also a radiator grill which I got it from Royal Enfield. It looks good on the white because it's a Camet white color. So that's all about the TFT screen. Engine temperature is the last thing that you have. Now, when we go up, we can also reset the trips if we wish. We also have a back button here. So while you're working on when you're working on a joystick, you can go into a setting. When I come back, you can come back by using this. So as of now, there is nothing stored. I have not done any save. You can also use the map GPS on it. The map will actually come over here. It will show it over here. It's quite friendly. You don't need an additional device to attach on your GPS or something like that. Many people do that, but I don't think so. There is a need. The digital meter doesn't look that great to me, but then analog meter, it looks amazing. It got all the diagrams and the figures and everything. All right, let me press that button for you. I hold it for the next 5 seconds. you're back on the analog meter. You're again, you have the RPM level, you have the fuel efficiency, and when you play with the joystick, you see things rolling out from here. That is the total kilometers that you have. That is the kilometer when you ride. This is the temperature. That's the time. You can change the time into 24 hours format or 12 hours format, depending upon your convenience. I mean, however you want, you can certainly justify that. Apart from this, I would also say there is one more setting in this where you can increase the height. The height of the bike is going to be increased using the seats. So this seat has quite measurement. I'm not sure about the measurement or the dimension about it, but then it can be moved from like half an inch or 1 inch up and down without doing anything with the shock absorber. You just can change it by removing the seat, and behind the seat there is a setting which you need to do. All right, guys, that's all about. It was complete a review about my Hercules. Right? I got this number. The number is 0111 3K. That's what we call in Hindi 3 aces. I got this number for 20 bucks, 20,000, not 20 bucks, 20K. All right. That's all about the Himalaya 452 Sherpa engine Hercules.